I'm starting out, as always, by prepping the eye area with an eyeshadow primer. Afterwards, to give your eyeshadows an extra boost, you could use a white eyeshadow base to ensure the shadows appear as pigmented as possible. NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk is ideal for this look, but because my eyes are a little bit dry lately, I'm going to skip this step. The first shadow I'm taking is a matte white eyeshadow, and I'm just applying it under the arch of my brow, blending it towards the start and end of my brow, and then lightly blending it down towards the crease. I'm using a matte shade because the rest of the shadows on my lid and in my crease are shimmery, and you want to break between the two textures. I'm going in with this blue eyeshadow next, and if you have applied an eyeshadow base, it'll give the eyelids that tackiness, so it'll allow your eye to grasp hold of the shadows, so fallout should be a minor issue, if even an issue at all. Next, I'm going to take this nice teal shade on the bottom called Deep End, and I'm applying it to the remainder of my eyelid. Now what was really disappointing for me was the fact that the two blue eyeshadows look completely different in the palettes, but when applied to the eye area they look the exact same. But because I had already applied the shadow to one eye, I had to do it with the other, so if you want you can just apply a teal eyeshadow all over the eyelid. Taking this pink now, I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to use back and forth sweeping motions to apply it into the deepest part of my crease. Once I've placed down the majority of the shade in the crease, I'm just taking what's ever left on the brush and I'm buffing the shadow up towards my brow bone. Next I'm going to take a purple eyeshadow, and again I'm going to take this in the deepest part of my crease. Once I have the majority of the colour placed into the crease, I'm buffing the eyeshadow upwards, but you don't want to go up as far as the pink, we want that nice transition. To further give us that nice fade between the colours, I'm taking this baby pink and I'm applying it just where the white and pink eyeshadow meet. That'll give us a lovely fade from purple to pink to white. Then I'm going to start to add some definition to the eye. I'm taking a navy eyeshadow and I'm placing it on the outer corner of my eye. I'm drawing in a triangle and then I'm going to diffuse the edges. I wanted the eyes to be extremely shimmery, so next I went in with various different pigments to amp up the look. The first one I'm taking is this duochrome one and I'm applying it around the tear duct of the eye. The next is a shimmery blue and I'm applying this on top of the teal shade that we applied earlier. Now this pigment in particular doesn't work very well on its own, so it's giving us that nice shimmer but it's not taking away from the colour underneath. The last pigment I'm going to use is a purple one and I'm applying it into the crease of the eye. I know a lot of people struggle with pigments and the main problem is a lot of the time people apply too much of the product, so I'm going to show you how to resolve the issue if that happens. So I applied too much purple and the only solution there is to blend it out as much as you can. However, then we've lost the nice pink fade that we created earlier on. If this happens, just go back in and apply the pink on the edge of the purple, and if you have trouble blending that out, don't worry. Go back in with your highlight shade and then use that as an eraser to pull the shadow back down. And then that way you'll have your nice fade again. Final shadow I'm taking on the lid is this black shade and I'm just applying it to the outer third of the eye, and I'm going to use this to add some depth and dimension to the makeup look. So I've laid down my colour and then I'm going to take a Q-tip because I've ran out of blending brushes and I'm using this to soften the edges. I'll have a full tutorial on this later on at some stage. Then I'm going to add some definition to the upper lash line, and I'm taking a black eyeliner and I'm just going to line the lash line and then wing the eyeliner out into a cat eye flick. And you've seen me do this a million times before. I have a full tutorial on it which I'll link below. Once I've that done, I'm just going to apply some lashes, and then I'm taking the purple eyeshadow and I'm running it down along the lower lash line. To blow out the lower lash line a bit more, I'm taking that pink shade and I'm applying it right below the purple. Last thing you want to do is apply a couple of coats of mascara to your top and bottom lashes, and this will also help blend your own lashes in with the false ones. So here's a quick look at the finished eyes. And now it's time for the face. So as I said, this is a wearable version of the look, so I'm just going to go in with some bronzer first, and I'm going to use this in the hollows of my cheeks to add some definition. If you have problem finding the hollows of your cheeks, make a fish face or use the start of your hairline near your ear as a guide. I'm taking it in the 3 shapes, so around my temples, into the hollows of my cheeks, and then my jawline. Next, I'm taking this purple blush and I'm applying it to the apples of my cheeks and blending it back into that contour. I'm using a very light hand as I don't want the cheeks to compete with the eyes. This look is all about shimmer, so I'm not holding back when it comes to the highlighter. For the lips, I'm taking this beautiful MAC lipstick called Heroine. It's my first MAC purchase and obviously I had to go with something kind of dark. So I'm applying this to the lips. I'm not doing it very precisely. I'm going to use this lipstick more as a wash. My lips are very dry at the minute, so I'm just applying a little amount of the lipstick to my lips and then I'm blending it out with a lip brush. And then that completes the look. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video.